Hi, today I'll be showing you some of the new features for the Hmong Ceremony Helper Funeral and Wedding Ceremony Software. When you log into the application, you can launch the funeral guest mode here, or you can launch the wedding guest mode here. I'll launch the funeral guest mode here. As for an ID, we'll pick, these are our funerals down here, so I'll pick number 3 here for Yuna Tao. And this is the guest mode of the funeral software. So when you're here, you can't make inputs for the actual person or their profile. This is where you have that thank you list here. So for example, if someone comes in and they sign in, and let's say we'll pick nephew, and we'll say Crow Cop Tao. We'll put in a phone number here, okay, and we'll put in an email here, and we'll just put in a gibberish address here. So Smarts, Fresno, a state, zip code, and let's say donation type Sunshine Money. Let's say $50. A little message, and you're done. Okay. Now, when you're first done with that, you refresh the list, you'll see that it's here. Okay. You can click on this little button, this little square here. This is thanked it. So once you thank the person, you can do that. Or on the sign-in sheet, the thank button is way down here if you already thanked the person. Okay. Now there's a new option here called refresh open scroller. Now what this does is this opens this little scrolling bar up here, and this is something that you can display here. And if you have a larger screen than mine, it'll appear at the top here, and this scrolling bar will go through all of the names here. Okay. So for example, if I click refresh open scroller, see how it thanks the first person on the list there, and then it goes on to the next and so forth. Okay. There will be times if you have a very long list that it will start down here at the bottom here. Okay, it'll start at the bottom here, and then it'll work its way up towards the top. Okay, and let's refresh it again. Okay. See how it thanks these person here. Let's say the third person here is Kai Tao here. Scroll down here, you'll see the last one is this person, and then there's this, then there's Henry, and so forth, but it starts out with the top. So if you have a very long list, sometimes it'll start from the top here. Otherwise, it usually starts from the bottom down. Okay. Anyways, that's the new add-on to the software, that scroll bar here. So if you project this onto a screen, all your guests will be able to see that. Now to close out of this, you can just hit the X here in the corner. Okay. And if we want to reopen it, hit refresh open scroller. Okay. So anytime that you have a new sign in, what you want to do is you want to click on refresh open scroller here, and that will refresh the list so that the scroller can pull all of the new names that's been added onto the application into the text up here. Okay, and that will be it. I will close out of this. I'll go back to the login site, and if you go to the wedding guest mode, it's very similar there. I'll go the wedding number 2, where I only have one name here. Okay, and you can open and refresh the scroller here, and you'll see that. Okay, go back to the login. Let me open up the other wedding that I have more people on, such as this. Refresh open scroller. Okay, and it works exactly the same on the wedding guest mode, just like the funeral guest mode. So if you project this onto a screen or a wall, all your guests can see their name appear up here. And we go back to the login application, and that would be it. That's some of the new additions to the software, and I hope this helped you understand how it works. If you have any questions, feel free to let us know. Thank you. Bye-bye.